Hello everybody, this is Jesse from Napco Tech Support. And in this video, we're going to go over how to add or change over a Super 2 CICP1300 to MVP Cloud Access, using the Universe Finder to upgrade the panel firmware before we move it over to MVP. If you're adding new, please make sure you have the account created in ComNet and the correct number of doors purchased. We have other videos explaining that process if you need. Please pause the video and check and add if you need. This was a database migration. This would have been done already before the data was moved over. Each Super 2 will need a CICP1300 netboard 2 connected to the customer's LAN and internet. RS-232-422 and the netboard, the Lantronix export are not supported. Also, any RS-232-422 wiring will need to be permanently removed. This should be done before continuing. Now, when we log on to MVP, we're going to click on COM ports on the dashboard. If this was a migration, the COM port will already be loaded. Double-click to check/change the MAC address. If the netboard 2 was not used on the CA software, it will need to be changed. After the MAC has been changed to it's validated, check/set the time zone and press save and write config. Next, we're going to go to panels and locks. If this was from a migration, the panel or panels will appear in red. To add a new one, click on add, type in the description of the panel, set the panel type to Super 2. This should be this way by default. The panel address can remain at 1 since each panel will be on its own COM port. Make sure the panel is selected to the correct COM port and then press save. Select the number of readers. This panel only supports 2, and then click the OK button. This will now auto-create the readers. If this was a migration, the panel will already appear here in red like you see. Make sure that the panel address matches what is programmed here. Reminder, if you change the panel address, press the reset button for 3 to 5 seconds. Also check that the panel is on the correct COM port. We now verified that the information from the migration is correct. The next step, we're going to need the Universe Utility Finder. It can be downloaded on the Napco Technical Library under Software Downloads under Napco Access Pro. We need to make sure that we're using version 1.5.0.11 or later. The netboard will need to be in legacy mode for this next step. If the panel was connected to CA software using the netboard 2, you will need to temporarily shut off communications. After launching the Universe Finder, make sure it's set to controllers and then click on Discover. When the panel comes up, you can click on Setup, check Show Panel, make sure that the panel address here matches what is set on the panel. Click on Get Status. You will see the older version firmware come up. Now click on Download Panel Firmware. Click on the Super 2 firmware. You can see the progress down at the bottom. This will only take about a minute. We are going to speed it up slightly for the video demonstration purpose. Once the download is finished, the panel will restart and you will see the new version firmware up there, version 04.02.42. Next, you're going to want to check to make sure that the netboard firmware is version 17.10.1. If this is the case, you can continue on. If it's an older version, click on Download NLM Firmware, select the CICP1300 17.10.1, and upgrade the NLM firmware. Now we are ready to change over the panel to the MVP Cloud. Please check the help file under adding controllers. The JP4 and JP5 need to be on the outer 2 pins, the JP4 on the left 2, the JP5 on the right 2. Once this is done, we can press the reset button for 3 to 5 seconds. We can do this now. After about a minute, the panel will restart and we can check the Universe Finder by clicking Discover again. And we can see that the panel will come up in Mode A, aka Cloud Mode. You can check the Command Status tool. The panel will talk to the MVP server and request a full data download. Once the download is completed, you can click on Panels and Locks, and we will see that it went from red to black that it's talking. On the dashboard, we see one panel connected. This panel is now online and ready to be programmed or test cards that were moved over in the migration. If you have multiple panels, you can repeat these same steps to get the rest of them online. Just to review, we went over how to add a Super 2 CICP1300 to MVP Cloud Access. As always, for more information, you can visit us on the web at tech.napcosecurity.com. Thank you all for watching.